Hello guys, Croft is here. In this video I want to talk about how the new Alien movies, specifically Alien Covenant, can be connected to the original Alien movie of 1979. Ridley Scott has for sure confirmed that Alien Covenant will be the start of a whole new trilogy which will eventually connect to his classic first Alien. Tell me your thoughts in the comments, what you think about Ripley's Mother theory, and before we begin, I just wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate that you guys are watching my videos, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe because more Alien content is coming. Ridley already gave us some details about Alien Awakening, including the return of engineers on the Paradise and 3 other unknown players. In another interview that went unnoticed for quite a while, Ridley Scott mentioned that we're going to see Ripleys Mother. Before we go any further, I think we should take Ridley Scott's words with a little grain of salt. Originally, Scott told us that Alien Awakening is going to be a prequel to Alien Covenant, but then he seemed to change his mind and stated that it's gonna be about engineers coming back on the Paradise after the events in the Alien Covenant. So I would suggest taking Ridley's words with a little bit of skepticism. During the May press conference for the premiere of Alien Covenant, an Instagrammer, Luis Nostromo, asked Ridley Scott about digital re-aging Sigourney Weaver for the role of Ripley in a future Alien film. Scott answered that it could be possible, but it may be a few sequels ahead. In his response, he also included some extra information about Ripley's mother. Well, we're heading towards the back end of the first Alien, so that may be feasible, but Ripley is going to be somebody's daughter, obviously, because they're coming from the back end, right? And you know the time constraints between this film where we leave David going to that colony, I think you're probably 2 films out from even considering her. He's going to go, oh, no. That was Ridley's quote. It's unclear how serious he's being with his answer here regarding future films, especially considering his lighthearted implication that Ripley may end up confronting David. That would be so satisfying if she kills him. But could this mean that Daniels or perhaps another character will end up being featured as Ripley's mother? Ridley Scott is known for giving away too much about the plot before releasing the movie. That's why fans often take his words pretty seriously. He clearly states that we're going to see Ripley's mother, and there are actually some reasons to assume that it's going to be Daniels. According to the website The Playlist, sources close to the film and actress tell us that Watterson will be playing Ellen Ripley's mother in Alien Covenant, which is an amazing twist and true to Ridley Scott's promise that the Prometheus sequels will eventually lead up right to the first Alien movie. I'm honestly not sure how it's possible that Daniels would be Ripley's mother since their last name is different. Apparently, Ripley goes to the mission from Earth, so somehow Daniels would have to come back to Earth, or at least find a way to bring Ripley back home, maybe with some help from colonial marines. However, there are some hints in the movie that foreshadow that Daniels may be Ripley's mother. The facial structure and taller build of Daniels mimic that of Sigourney Weaver's more closely than any of the other cast members. Besides the similarities in look, Ripley and Daniels are both natural leaders and end up blasting the xenomorphs into outer space in a very similar way. Also, they both go in cryosleep by the end of the movie. But again, the fact that Watterson's character is named Daniels and not Ripley leaves us wondering how Ripley gets her name. Or is Daniels a single mother, already pregnant with a child she conceived prior to living on the Covenant mission? This could be possible since she stays alive in Alien Covenant, and we know from Alien 3 that cryosleep slows down the development of embryos. I'm not entirely sure if Daniels could be Ripley's mother, but I think it's quite possible that another character introduced in sequels will be. If Ridley's mother is going to be introduced into the franchise, we'll end up having a family tree of 3 generations that interacted with xenomorphs. Mother Ripley, possibly Daniels, Ripley herself, and then Amanda, Ripley's daughter from Alien Isolation. This may be a good idea, maybe not, but it would certainly change how we view the Alien franchise in general. And since Ridley Scott adds more new twists to the Alien movies, seeing Ripley's mother wouldn't be that surprising.